Imagine not having food on your plate each night for dinner. Imagine opening your pantry after school and not seeing an endless supply of food. Imagine being sent to school hungry each morning and not being able to buy lunch. For many kids around the world, this is their reality every day. Over 1.3 billion children go hungry every day and live off of less than $1.25. 22,000 children die every day due to poverty. Now, most people think this injustice only impacts places far away from here and there is nothing we can do about it. But that is not the case. Northern Virginia has some of the wealthiest counties in the world, yet there are still pockets of severe poverty. More than 90,000 people are living in poverty in Northern Virginia, and 30% of these people are children. Loudoun County boasts a poverty rate of just 4%, but move over to Leesburg, just a county away, and the poverty rate increases to 20%. High housing costs in Northern Virginia make it hard for families to leave the poorer areas, resulting in a cycle that never ends. The cost of housing in many places is too expensive for anyone to afford living off of minimum wage. Even Reston, a town just a few miles away from our high school, has a 38.4% poverty rate. We are going to hear from 3 different families living in Reston in poverty.
There's so much going on and there's no jobs available. No one wants to live the way we have to live.
Poverty is not a look. Poverty is a way of life. And yes, I am living it. When I go paycheck to paycheck and figuring out how to spend that last penny, that's poverty.
I have faith that I am going to make it just by praying. I really try not to focus on what I don't have and try to make the best of what I do have.
I live on approximately $5,000 a year, which would come down to maybe $100 every 2 weeks for me and my 11-year-old son, Brian. And you cannot live any poorer than we do. My son said that he wasn't deprived of anything as a child. And that's because I gave everything I can to my children.
So how can you help kids like Ryan and make a difference? Food for Others and Capital Area Food Bank work together to make a difference in our community. Food for Others, established in 1995, distributes free food to our neighborhoods in need through a variety of activities. One way Food for Others helps is through warehouse distributions, where they create free emergency food distributions that can provide families in need for 3 to 5 days. These are given out to those referred to them by social service providers. They also have neighborhood site distributions, where free food is dropped off to 16 different low-income neighborhoods, 14 of which are in Fairfax County, 1 in Arlington, and 2 in Falls Church. Food for Others also has the Power Pack program, which is a program that provides elementary school kids with food for a weekend. The packs contain 2 breakfast items, 2 lunch items, 2 dinner items, 2 snack items, and 2 drinks packed in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Food for Others constantly needs volunteers to put together these power packs, deliver food around the area, sponsor a school, which entails assembling packs for the school year and delivering them to the specific schools, and donating food. There are tons of ways to help, and Food for Others needs all the help they can get. Get started or donate today by logging on to foodforothers.org. Running a food drive is also a great way to help those in need, and you can help by starting one at Madison High School. This can make a huge difference, and it's an easy way to help locally. A food drive can be as simple as putting down a box or a bin with a sign and letting the school know about the drive. This is simple, and by making an announcement on the morning news or sending out an email to all of Madison, it can make a big difference. Food for Others is funded completely by donors, so it is also important to spread the message and get the wealthier people in our community involved. Another way to help is through Capital Area Food Bank. Capital Area Food Bank helps 540,000 people get food every year, which is 12% of our region. There are various ways to help out at the food bank, including sorting and packing food in their distribution center, raking and planting in their garden, and distributing fresh produce at their free community farmers markets. Capital Area Food Bank also runs a weekend bag program similar to Food for Others, as well as a senior brown bag program, serving over 10,000 seniors in the DMV. Capital Area Food Bank also hosts monthly community markets in areas of high food insecurity, including a place nearby in Reston. They need a minimum of 40 volunteers each month to complete this, so this is a great way to get Madison students involved. Food distributed to those in need is grown in their gardens, which yields over 2,000 pounds of fresh produce each year. By working with these different nonprofits, we can help make a temporary solution to the problem of poverty.